Hello and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Prashant Pavani. I hope you are doing good, my dear friends. The special topic that I have got for you guys today is about internet, its impact on economy, and we have got some factual information about it, which will help you immensely with your mains answer writing, and it will help you with your overall understanding as well. Now, the name of this topic is Wi-Fi for all. And yesterday we were talking about this National Digital Communications Policy. Remember, 2018, the latest one is out, and this latest one is talking about broadband for all, which is a good news for every one of us, for the whole economy, and it is going to bring, it is going to change the way things are at present. We know there has been a drastic change if we compare where we used to be some 5 or 10 years ago and where we are at present. I still remember those days when we were quite young, and at that point of time people used to say that mobile phone will never be a big success in our country, right? This was said by so many people, right? Local people or commoners used to say this thing. Big companies were very pessimistic about internet, not internet but the mobile phones particularly, that they used to say that mobile phone is something that will never go, or that will never be accepted by Indians, because we have a big chunk of illiterate people and other things. But this is totally wrong. Today we have some 500 million internet users in our country, and let me tell you that all the figures that I'm providing you today here are important for your understanding. So what you have to do is, of course, I'm going to take you through, I'm going to analyze all these figures, but after that, make sure that you download this file and save and keep this file as a note with you guys, because it will help you immensely for your future understanding as well. Now, we know that we are surrounded, we are not far from 5G. It is already declared by Government of India that by 2020, mid 2020, we are going to have 5G. So we are talking about what? After 1.5 years, because roughly speaking, this 2018 is about to end, isn't it, in 2 months time. So Internet of Thing, we have seen artificial intelligence is being used in many different areas nowadays. So hopefully in near future things will be a bit different. The change that we are going to see, so far we have seen or observed a change, a socio-economic change, but the change that we are going to see in near future, in the forthcoming future, is going to be more rapid. It's going to be more disruptive, it's going to be more rapid, it's going to bring so many opportunities for every one of us. It's going to make our life a bit more easier than what it is now. So that's the thing. And if we go through the figures of World Bank, then we find that a 10% increase in the number of internet users. Pay attention, very important fact here, that a 10% increase in the number of internet users can grow a country's GDP by 1.4%. And we have immense potential here. Just imagine, right? We travel to so many different places, isn't it? Even today we have some villages and some remote areas where we don't have access of a mobile facility. When I say mobile facility, I mean to say that you don't have that good network over there, isn't it? There are so many pockets because of geographical reason, for various different reasons. So we have this huge potential in our country to penetrate internet as well as mobile phone technologies to various different corners of our country. And at present it is accepted, and it's not just accepted, this is a fact as well again, that internet penetration is an important engine of economic development. And there are predominantly 3 ways through which we can do it. We can either use optical fiber, or this whole network where you have wires going underneath, underground wires providing internet. Then you can have Wi-Fi hotspots, and then you can have satellite communications or things associated with it. So out of these 3 things, right, the most easier one is this Wi-Fi hotspot. Let me tell you again that I'm not that technically sound when it comes to, I'm not from this background, but a general understanding thing, we know that Wi-Fi is something that is easy to use. And here when I'm saying Wi-Fi hotspots, I'm not talking about free Wi-Fi hotspots, right? You can get free, depends if you enter a building and if they are having this thing, then that's a different story. But public, we are talking about public Wi-Fi hotspots. So just like, we used to have this STD booths or pay, you pay that coin, insert that coin in that telephone, that red telephone. I don't know what was the color in your state, but it was this red telephone, and if you want to make a call, then you insert a rupee coin, and then you can use it for a couple of seconds and things like that. So we'll have something like that when it comes to Wi-Fi hotspots, or you can get various different offers or tickets and things like that. So anyways, so the more Wi-Fi hotspots around, the better connectivity, fast data can be accessed, isn't it, by people. And the internet is expected to contribute some $537 billion in our economy by 2020, right? As far as GDP is concerned, 537 billion will be coming from internet alone, and half of this, nearly 200 and we are talking about 65 or something, will be coming from this mobile app. So you can see that it's a big thing, and this is a proper research that was conducted by this Broadband India Forum and ICRIER research. Now again, the same party is saying, or the same research organization is saying, that a 10% increase, here we are talking about mobile apps, right? So 10% increase in the use of mobile apps can result in 3.3% increase in India's GDP. This is unbelievable, but this is right as well. So what we are learning from these figures is that we have this opportunity, right? We have ample opportunities out there. We need to grab them. And at present in our country, we have some 530 million smartphone users are present in our country. If you compare this 530 million smartphone users with America, then you find that the total population of America is somewhere around 300 million, and we have more than American population people using smartphones in our country. So high chances of innovation in terms of everything, right? Those days are gone when we used to have something in Western world and then it used to reach here after a couple of months or years or something. Those days are gone now. Everything, right? Everything is getting global. Everything is digital. And 65 to 70% of mobile data consumption is used for video streaming. So we are learning so many things from video, isn't it? We are learning about not only about education, but we are learning so many things about the world as well. It's going to add more creativity. This creativity and innovation will, of course, kick you can say economic growth. Now 9 out of 10 Indians watch videos on their smartphones, so big market for smartphone here. And the only thing that we need to do to promote or to create this ecosystem here, we have to go with public Wi-Fi. That's the easiest option that we have. But for that, we are extremely under-equipped, right? We are extremely under-equipped when it comes to internet, when it comes to proper speed and other infrastructure. And if we think that we will achieve everything by 2020, then we are going to be too late. What we need is by 2019 we should have this setup, because if you compare other countries, like see hotspots in USA, one hotspot is serving on an average 2,000 people in USA, but over here one hotspot is serving some 37,500. So you can imagine the speed will be low. It will be a big headache. No one likes to, means we are very impatient when it comes to internet when the speed is not right. So we need more, right? And the world is moving towards one hotspot for 20 people. And if we are here, so we have to travel, you can understand, right? We have to we have to take a leap jump or jump leap or leapfrog jump when it comes to this Wi-Fi setup in our country. And if we do this thing, right, then we know the benefits, right? It will help us with every single thing. Everything can be changed. The way things are working on in terms of safety, in terms of, I can go on and on. Now I'll leave it on you guys. I have a picture here for you, right? You can see here there are so many things on internet and on digital world. So here were a few important information, some factual information, of course, right? Some raw data, a little bit of analysis, because this topic is very important, because digital India, and we are surrounded by this thing. So chances are you may find an essay or GS question on this item. StudyIQ pen drive and tablet courses are available for your various different exams. Check out studyiq.com to find out more about it. And dear friends, download the PDF of today's lecture from my FB page and Twitter handle. Now, the country is celebrating 3-day Parakram Parva. And this day is celebrated. It started yesterday evening, and this day, these 3 days will be celebrated. We are paying a sort of tribute to this courage and valor and sacrifice that our armed forces personnel they make on regular basis, on daily basis. And it's basically about celebrating this surgical strike that was conducted by our armed forces back in 2016. And this is, as per Defense Minister, or you can say Government of India, it's a clear sign that India is capable, as well as we are not going to tolerate this terrorism or these infiltrators. If they try to enter our country and create some problems, we are not going to welcome them with flowers. They are going to get bullet on their head. With this, dear friends, Prime Minister has also celebrated this Parakram Parva. He was in Jodhpur, at Jodhpur military station in Rajasthan. So over there, this Parakram Parva was celebrated by him. And moving on to another item, very important item, update. Two things are here. The first one is that GST Council is going to set up a 7-member group of ministers, and this GOM will be looking after this option of adding a cess on certain goods and services, so that this cess, or the money that will be collected from this cess, will be used for supporting all those states that are suffering from natural calamity. And the second thing is that we have observed a shortfall in tax mop-up. So this is a matter of concern. For the first year, starting from July 2017 to March 2018, for the first year of GST, there was a drop of 16% overall tax. This is pan-India, right? So 16%, we are expecting per month 1 lakh crore rupees, right? 1 lakh crore rupee revenue collection, but we are a bit far. We were far. Somewhere around, on an average, 84,000 crore per month. And at present, from April 2018 to August 2018, there has been a shortfall of 13%. So it's a matter of concern, but the good thing is that it was 16, but now it has dropped to 13, and we have some 5 years, 5 years to reach to this neutralization. So when it was introduced at that point of time, it was decided that by 5 years we should there should not be any sort of deficit. So hopefully we will achieve this thing. At the same time, I think that in near future we would be we will achieve this 0% or this neutralized or this point. Now, there are a few states like Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Nagaland, Sikkim, and Andhra Pradesh. These 6 states are in surplus as far as their tax collection is concerned. And when we look at the situation of 25 other states, then we find that revenue shortfall has been observed. Moving on to another item, I&B Ministry. Now, Information and Broadcasting Minister Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore has launched a very interesting, you can say, program or a service, and this service is about this All India Radio. Now we will be able to listen to All India Radio on this Amazon Alexa smart speakers. It's a good thing, but the matter of concern is that even today, I'm not sure how many of you are using this All India Radio application. I used to use it on Android platform. It was a big headache. Even today I see that it is a big headache on iOS as well. On iOS, for iOS, they have no platform, they have no app at all. So it's a sort of controversial thing. It's a very controversial, it's a sort of irony, contrary thing that government on one side is trying to promote All India Radio. On the other side, we find that the most easiest way, we have gone through the figures. You have 500 plus smartphone users in our country, so it's easiest if you want to promote it, then make a proper working app. But anyways, all those people who are, I don't know how many people, but they are going to get this service from this 17 channels. They would be able to go through it or listen to it live. And of course, radio is a very interesting source of information, interesting source of community information, local level information and other things you get from your local radio. So no doubt the contribution of radio is immense. but we need more proper channels to promote it, and there are so many things we can achieve with the help of radio in terms of current affairs, in terms of songs and entertainment. And it's a big industry, and it's a sort of evergreen industry, you can say, radio. Oil Minister has got a small update for us that India and Nepal are they have agreed, both these nations, that we are going to explore the possibility of pipelines. These pipelines will help us supply LPG and natural gas for fertilizer plants and industries in Nepal. So basically, India will be supplying all these things, with the help of pipeline to Nepal. And we have one more important international update. Sidelines during the sideline meeting, United Nations General Assembly is going on. So SAARC meeting took place, and addressing this SAARC meeting, Foreign Minister, or you can say Government of India, has said that terrorism is the biggest issue that we find in South Asia, and one of the main reason for lack of peace and instability in South Asia is whatever instability we see is because of terrorism. And we of course know that we have a breeding, you can say, a factory of terrorism or terrorists, and that is our neighboring country Pakistan. And then we have Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas about to launch a very important initiative. It is called SATAT, S-A-T-A-T, and Sustainable Alternative Towards Affordable Transportation. And the main objective of this SATAT is to promote compressed biogas. That's it, right? That's the main objective. This will be used for as a transport fuel. So that's everything, dear friends. Tomorrow is Sunday, so there will be no lecture, no PIB lecture on Sunday. I will see you on Monday directly. Till then, enjoy your weekends and do share this lecture with other students. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Jai Hind.